Children's doctor admits sexual offences against cancer patients.
This is the GAP News at 6:30 with Gary Pendlebury.
A children's doctor has admitted to a string of sexual offences against cancer sufferers in his care aged as young as 11. Also this evening, Anti-ISIS coalition offers Iraq appropriate military aid, phones for you to enter administration, and Chinese city creates mobile phone lane for texting pedestrians. Good evening. A children's doctor has admitted to a string of sexual offences against cancer sufferers in his care aged as young as 11. Dr. Miles Bradbury, 41, pleaded guilty to 6 counts of assault and 13 accounts of engaging in sexual activity with a child at Cambridge Crown Court. The paediatric hemorrhologist also admitted 3 counts of causing or inciting a child to engage in sexual activity. Altogether, his committed offences involving 18 complaints dating back to 2009 include 6 counts of sexual assault, 13 counts of engaging in a sexual activity with a child, 3 counts of causing or inciting a child to engage in sexual activity, 2 counts of making indecent images of a child, and 1 count of voyeurism. Bradbury was bailed ahead of sentencing and told he would have to sign the sex offenders register. He was warned he should be expected a substantial custodial sentence. International ministers have agreed to provide Iraq with appropriate military aid to fight Islamic State militants. It comes after a second British hostage was threatened in a video showing the murder of British aid worker David Haines. David Cameron has vowed to hunt down those responsible for Mr. Haynes' death. Mr. Kerry arrived at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris after flying from Cairo, where he met Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and Foreign Minister Samir Khoushukri. Islamic talks to be held Monday to process helping Iraq fight on its militant state group. Nearly 40 nations have agreed to contribute to what Mr. Kerry should have been worldwide fight to defeat the Islamic State militants in Iraq and Syria. Still to come, phones for you to enter administration, and Chinese city creates mobile phone lane for texting pedestrians. That's after this short break. Hello again, welcome back. Phones for you is to go into administration, placing more than 5,500 jobs at risk after the network EE joined Vodafone in cutting ties with the retailer. Phones for You official's Twitter account says that the team is heartbroken that a company has been placed into administration, threatening over 5,500 jobs. The entrepreneur John Caldwell, who founded the business in the 1980s and sold it in 2006 for nearly £1.5 billion, took to Twitter to say how sickened and saddened he was by the news. And finally, a city in China has opened a dedicated mobile phone lane to help texting pedestrians safely navigate their way around. Authorities in Chongqing commissioned the 100-foot walkway to help citizens too engrossed with their texting to watch where they are going. Large signs have appeared in the region saying that first mobile phone sidewalks in China with an explanation of how to use the lanes. but officials say that the lanes are not intended to promote texting while walking, as they warn the public to walk in this lane at your own risk. Nong Cheng, the official responsible for the markings, said the practice posed danger to other civilians. There were lots of elderly people and children in our street, and walking with your cell phone may cause unnecessary collisions here, he told the South China Morning Post. The idea was apparently inspired by a similar pavement in Washington that was created for a behaviour experiment for National Geographic. Join me again with the shorter GAP news at the slightly later time of 10:10, but for now, bye bye. Hello and welcome again to the National Weather Forecast. On Tuesday, mist and low cloud will gradually break up with warm, sunny spells developing, staying dry for many, but some isolated showers too. Heavier rain possible across the Northern Isles. The outlook for Wednesday to Friday, many areas fine and becoming warm or very warm in the south, however generally cloudier with some rain in the northeast. Risk of scattered heavy thunderstorms in the south. Goodbye for now.